Police in Georgia located a missing elderly couple from Sevier County after they were lost for 5 days. The man and woman in their 80s traveled between 3 states, lost and unable to remember exactly how to get home. 10 News reporter Mark Salinger shows us the family now using this as an opportunity to help others who may have loved ones suffering from memory loss.
For more than 5 days, they drove and drove and drove. It started as a trip from Sevierville to Knoxville for Tony and Dolores Amaral.
One of them got in the car to take the other to UT Medical Center.
From there, the 83 and 84-year-olds forgot how to get home and spent the next 5 days wandering through a maze of highways and cities. Their daughter says they don't have dementia or Alzheimer's, but it's now clear they struggle with memory.
There's nothing diagnosed for them, but they're obviously getting confused.
From Sevierville, they drove their gold PT Cruiser to Chattanooga, eventually leaving for Knoxville, but somehow ending up in Middlesboro, Kentucky. Days later, family and police tracked the couple to Atlanta using bank transactions where they were found Tuesday evening. Now their daughter says it's time to have a conversation about taking away the keys to the car.
The car will go away, and we've got to try and figure out what kind of help they need.
It happens all the time. It happens in almost all families.
Susan Long at the Knox County Office on Aging says it can be difficult to do something like taking the keys away and often requires going to court. She recommends first having a conversation with loved ones who suffer from memory loss.
Just say, Dad, you know, we've had something already happen. We cannot have that happen again.
For Tony and Dolores,
It really is a miracle.
the long road trip luckily had a safe ending. Mark Salinger, WBIR 10 News.
And if you have a loved one suffering from memory loss, there's a list of resources on our website at WBIR.com.